So hello and welcome back to Gumadi Coins and Banknotes. And once again, we have a whole stack of UK currency. So these are all for sale. I'm not going to be ashamed not to say that, but this is not a plug. You know, I just actually got them out because I think I sold some. And I thought, yeah, might as well just show people the variety of coins that you can actually get. So I do sell the decimal coins, but these are all the pre-decimal coins. They have all been demonetized. I think the last ones to be demonetized was the 1 shilling, I think 1992. Before that was 1990. I think it was 1992 for the florin. Okay, so I need to actually check out the actual coins. So you can actually get quite a lot of variety of denominations in the UK coinage. So here I'm going down from, okay, so we have the crown. So this is the largest coin issued for circulation in the UK. This is the commemorative one. Do I actually I don't think I have one. No, I don't have one that was in circulation. So in the 20th century, these weren't really that popular, too big. Okay, then we have the half crown. So that's only half of that. Then we have a florin. Then we have the shilling. So each of these coins is half of what the previous coin was. So you got a shilling, 5 shillings, got 2.5 shillings. Except for this one, this is 2 shillings. So that's 80% of this one, and it is 40% of this one. Then you got the 1 shilling, which is half a 2 shillings or florin, and it is 1/5 of a 5 shilling. Then you have a sixpence, which is half a shilling. Then you have a threepence. So you got two different type of threepence coins. Do I have both of them here? Okay, so you got the brass coin, which we have there. I think it was first issued 1937. Then you have the smaller silver coin, which I think was last issued in 1945. So you have an overlap of 1937 to 45. Okay, then I don't have any 1 penny coins because it's got too many, so I actually put them in another bag. Okay, but I do have some half penny coins, which I should take out of this because I've got another bag for half penny coins. Anyway, we'll just throw this Australian half penny in, which is pretty much the same specifications, just different design. So they're the actual coins. Don't have any florins. I think I'll do another video on florins. Okay, so most of these will be pretty common. These coins here, commemorative ones, this one is from 1977. These cost between about $5 to $10, as well as the other crown I have, Churchill. I think it's like 37 million, something like that. I can't remember the mintages. That's why I'm not worrying about it. Okay, 1965. These ones cost about $5 to $10. You can get them pretty much in uncirculated condition. And well, this one's pretty much a decimal coin. 1971 is when they decimalized, so this one's 25 pence. So that design is not really that good, so it's not that popular. And this one they minted too many, so that's why that one is not as expensive. You're wondering why they don't have the Queen's portrait? Well, because they actually just have the Queen on there riding a horse. So that's that one. Then we have half crowns. So half crowns, they all have the coat of arms, and I do have some silver ones, but those are on my wife's eBay account, so she gets the good coins. So these ones cost an average about $10. They do have a lower mintage, some of them, but you know, so this one's in pretty high grade, 1963. So we've got the 2 coat of arms of England, Scotland and Ireland. Obviously Wales is not represented, and they never have been. It just classed as part of England, so that's why they got 2 shields. Elizabeth, Regnum, and then you got the standard Latin design and inscription. So Regina, not Regnum, Regina. Let's see, I'm not really that big on Latin. So you've got another 1960. Okay, here we have a 1949. and 1960. As you can see, the shield is different. So when they change monarch, they usually change the design of the shield sometimes. And they change the design during the reign of that monarch. This is George V, 6th. Okay, then we have the two florin, should I say? And this one, as you can see on this, it has the plants that are associated with each of those four parts of the United Kingdom. Okay, so we've got the thistle of Scotland, clover of Ireland, leek of Wales, obviously they have Wales, and the rose in the centre of the UK. So you have heard of ward roses? Yeah, that's good. So these are all, most of these are copper and nickel. Since 1946 they issued copper and nickel coins. 1920 they dropped the silver content to 50% from 92.5. So anything before that, that's this colour before 1920s, 92.5% silver. So, and as you can see, they're reading. And once again, when they change the monarch, they actually change the actual design of the coin. But this one here is missing the leek. So you got the thistle, you got the clover, and you got the rose, but there is no leek for Wales. So that's really that's just racist, man. Okay, then we got the 1 shilling. As you can see, got 1 shilling. So this is the Scottish lion. And do I have one for? Okay, here's the 1 shilling for Scotland. Or that is for Scotland. Can I find the one issued for England? So I hope I have one. That's the problem with having so many coins. You just forget the information that each of these coins have. So okay, let's try and see. I think these are the two different types. So you've got this one for Scotland, this one for England. As you can see, crown's pretty much the same. 1948, 28, yeah, yep. See, because I don't really collect the UK coins, I just forget the actual designs on them. So that's the first English and Scottish shillings. Then we have the second type, so not the silver ones. So the second type, we have the coat of arms. So we have the English one this side, we have the Scottish one this side. And as you can see, it's delineated by the Scottish having 1 line, the English having 3. And the way it's actually putting around. The crown is a bit different as well. You can see it's the same crown, it's just a bit rotated. So you've got the fleur in the center, here you got the fleur on the sides, you've got the cross in the center, and here you got the cross on the sides. So that's the difference. And this one looks a bit more bloody Frenchy. And if we turn it over, we just has the standard FG Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, so the earlier coins, 1 shilling coins that they issued. So this is the standard 1916 coin for Lion. And here we have an earlier one of Queen Victoria. So I did have another one over somewhere. Okay, I've got a few. So I got 1897. So this is actually quite a nice design. So you got Ireland, England, and Scotland, and you got the plants as well. This one's a lot better. So we have the half of Ireland, the 1 line of Scotland, 3 lines of England. We've got the rose of England, thistle of Scotland, and the clover of Ireland. Obviously, there is nothing represent Wales. So 1899. These are not too rare, pretty common. These cost between $10 and $20 in this condition. If you want a better grade, you're going to be paying a lot more. And we have a motto there. Can't remember what the motto is. I think it's like the Golden Fleece And I have two 1899s. Obviously, this one's in worse condition. If you look at the effigy, you can see this one. I think this one might have been cleaned in the past with Queen Victoria on the actual coin, which is, so here's her grandson, George V. And as you can see, this says coarse reading. The later 1 shilling coins, to separate them, had fine reading. And if you've got one that's got coarse reading in the coin, obviously it is a silver coin. So that's how they separated the coins apart from the silver content, was the reading. Okay, and I'm not talking about the place reading. Okay, then we have, let's have a look at the threepence coin. So this is actually quite nice. I think I would actually like our $2 coin to be like these ones. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot of them. So these are minted in the tens of millions. I think the average is about 20 or 30 million coin. And as you can see, I have quite a substantial, I think it's like 20 or 30 there. So we have two different designs. Okay, do I have the first year? Yeah, I've got the first year here, 1937. So this has the free, see, I don't know what that plant is. There's 3 flower heads from some plant. And on the back, we just have the effigy. Then we have the Queen Elizabeth II. This says the, I think it's the Tower Gate. Quite a nice design. And here we have the effigy. So this was pretty much uncirculated. So you can find a lot of the later years uncirculated. And if we look at the earlier designs, they just had a free and the date with a crown and some, looks like oak leaves around, and just the effigy. So this is Queen Victoria. And this one is 1918. Obviously a better design. I think the silver value is about $2 for this coin. And as you can see, George V. So I don't have too many of these coins, but I think they're quite nice. So if we take a few of them and turn them around, obviously you can see they get damaged on the rim quite a lot. So this one is quite a well circulated coin, 1943, 1941. So obviously the mintage of these increased in the 40s when the silver threepence decreased. And the last two here, so this one's 1943, this was pretty much uncirculated. Oh no, it's probably extremely fine, although it is a bit toned. And this one, as you can see, has definitely almost uncirculated. But 1967, I think it's the most common year. Okay, so the last coin we have in this lot is the threepence coins. So the threepence coins generally have the, not threepence, sixpence. God, see, I'm getting too excited, I just forget. Okay, there is an outlier. So here's a 4-pence coin, pretty similar to the threepence coin. Not really popular, that one. Okay, so we have a 1933. So this one has oak, 6pence, AD, KG, Kruger Gray designed that coin. So this one's probably EF condition, quite nice. Okay, then we have a 1961. So this one had all the plants of the realm, copper nickel coin, Elizabeth II. So let's have a look. Where's the bottom? Okay, so the pence should be on the bottom. Okay, here's a 1944. So this one just had George. So just his and motto, George VI. Okay, so that's, and in 1949 to change, so they actually changed the metal content. So this is a silver, 50% silver. This one's copper nickel. So differentiate it. they just changed the design a bit. George Rex 6. And the motto, did they change the reading? Okay, so the silver had coarse reading. Looks like the copper nickel had finer reading. And it's a 1948, 1946. So that's the first year of the copper nickel. You can tell because it's pretty dull. That's copper nickel. Another 1948. And yeah, that one's actually pretty much uncirculated. It's 1953. So that is the UK Predecimal coins that I have, which, you know, a lot of people do like to collect them. It should be easier to get these, or not should be, it would be easier to get these in the United Kingdom for a pretty low price. I would say these are in the 50s and 60s. These would have turned up in Australia because we did have a lot of immigrants come over from the United Kingdom. They would have brought over these coins, and because the specifications is the same as the Australian coins, because the Australian coins are derived from the United Kingdom currency system, they just would have spent them, even though they probably were not legal tender at the time. But, oh, this one's clean, scratchy. That is a pity. So, let me know what you think about these coins. They don't seem to be too hard to get in Australia, unlike some other coins, you know, like, oh, I don't know, these reunion coins. These seem to be a bit harder to get in Australia. Probably easy to get in Reunion, or even in France, which a lot of people from Reunion have probably immigrated to. But no, because we had a lot of immigrants from the United Kingdom in Australia, they brought over a lot of these coins for us to find. Anyway, thank you very much. Let me know what you think. Oh, 1937. Pretty much uncirculated. Maybe you can have this now. Thank you and goodbye.